doing language now. Today for language, we're actually doing 2 pages, 97 and 98. Alright, so we're going to do the front and the back. But first of all, I want to talk about the quiz. We are going to be having a quiz tomorrow. And what we've been learning is what's going to be on that quiz. So the first section of the quiz, you will have to read the sentence. You'll have to decide if it has a helper or not. And if it has a helper, which ones are you going to pick? What are the 2 hints I gave you? When you see a helper, what are the 2 hints that I gave you for which one to pick? What's one?
If there's a short U sound.
Yes, the ones with a short U sound. Like if we had sang and sung and rang and rung. So you picked the one with a short U sound because neither one of them ended in an N. What was the other hint, Grace?
It ends in an N.
Okay, let's say an N sound because that word gone ends in an N sound, but it actually ends in an E. Alright, so we don't want to confuse people by thinking it actually has to end in an N. Some of you are not even paying attention at all. Please look up here. Right now, we're not doing the paper. I'm talking to you about what's on the quiz. I need your attention up here. So like that little word gone doesn't end in an N, but it's the last sound you hear, gone. You hear that N. So ending in an N sound or having the short U sound. And we're also going to say the short U sound because we're going to come across some eventually that don't have a U, but they have that short U sound. Alright, so those are the ones that need the helper. Okay? Alright, the other section on your test, you are going to be doing what we're going to be doing on the board today. So we're going to divide these sentences, and then we're going to find the verb phrase and find the subject. So read the first sentence with me. Anthony was praying for his friend. Alright, so where am I going to divide that, Owen?
Anthony.
Yes, after Anthony. So everybody, the subject part of the sentence is Anthony. The predicate part is was praying for his friend. Alright, so who can tell me from the predicate part what is our verb? Grace Taylor, what is our verb? That's it?
Was praying.
Yeah, was praying. That's a verb phrase going on here. Was praying. Make sure you get both. Alright? Was praying. And then you say to yourself, who was praying? Lily, who was praying? Anthony. So Anthony is our subject, so we underline it once. And this is exactly what you'll be doing on the quiz tomorrow. Alright? We are learning much this year. Where are we going to divide that line? Here. Here. Yeah, after we. So Brennan, what's our verb in that sentence? Are learning. We have a helper are and an action learning. We are learning. And what would the subject be, Grace? We. Very good. There's only one choose. Both Anthony and we, there was only one left to choose, so we were okay. The boys were hoping for snow. Paige.
After boys.
After boys. Very good. So, in the predicate part, we're hoping for snow. What's the verb?
We're hoping.
We're hoping. Were is our helper, and hoping is the action verb. And you say, who were hoping? Landon.
The boys.
Okay, I don't want you to say the boys. What do I need to underline?
Boys.
Just boys. You guys need to just say the subject, which is just boys. Boys are hoping. Who were hoping? Boys. Right? The is actually going to be an adjective. We'll learn that later. Okay? I will sing for you. Alright, we're going to divide that one. Then, I, after the word I. Alright? And then, who hasn't done one? Zeke, what's the verb? I will sing for you.
Will sing.
Very good. Will is your helping verb. Sing is your action verb. And then you ask yourself, who will sing? Jonathan.
I.
Very good. So I is your subject. Alright, so everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Alright, so the only thing you need to make sure you remember is the helper one. What are the helpers? Am, is, are, was, were, has, had. Again. Am, is, are, was, were, has, had. Those are your helpers. So tomorrow on the quiz, you make sure you read the sentence, see if it has a helper. Underline the helper, if it does, and then pick the one that needs the helper. Alright, so today we get the paper. We're going to be doing page 97 first, and they gave us some new words. So that first word is present, right? Everybody say them with me, please. Stop playing with your pens. Present is right, past is wrote, and the one that needs a helper would be written. Like I have written my book report. Alright? Next is present is drink, past is drank, and needs a helper? Drunk. Like I have drunk all my milk. Alright? The next is present is eat, past is ate, and the one that needs a helper would be eaten. I have eaten the whole pizza. Alright? Present is do or does. Because remember, does would be the singular, like Mark does his homework as soon as he gets home, but the boys do their homework as soon as they get home. So that's why they have two there, because do would be with plural and does would be with singular subjects. Okay? So that's why they had to have two. But the past would be did. So it didn't matter if you said Mark did his homework or the boys did their homework. See, either one would use did. And the last one for needs a helping word, you have the word done. That is the word done. I don't know what you're saying. So you would put a helper with that, so you would have to say they have done their homework already. Okay, so that's your past. All right, you guys ready? Some of you don't seem to be ready because you look like you're having a rocking fit. Please stop rocking in your chair and get your chair closer so you're not having to perch on the edge of your chair like that. And let's get our paper closer so we can get ready to write. All right, number one. Thomas's family ate or eaten popcorn and apples by the fireplace last night. Do you see a helper?
No.
So you're going to pick the word?
Ate.
And what are we going to do to it?
Underline it.
Yes, underline it twice. Please do not be circling it. You're supposed to be underlining it twice. All right, number two says, I have ate or eaten my lunch, said Kenny. Eaten, because they have a helper there.
Eaten.
Did they underline it? Yes, they underlined the helpers. I wish they'd had a section where they didn't, because they didn't on the quiz. So, I wish they'd have had you practice that, but they didn't. Okay, so have is your helper, so you need to pick eaten, the one that ends in an N, or N sound. Number three, who has drank or drunk all of the milk? Asked Mom. Drunk. The one that has a short U sound. It actually is a U, but it has a short U sound because you see the helper has. Right? All right. Number four here says Sarah and Daniel have did or done their homework. Done. Very good. The one that ends in an N sound. Again, this one doesn't end in an N, but it's the last sound you hear because that E is silent. Done. So you see the helper? The helper is have, and you need the word done, the one that ends in an N. All right, move on to the next section. This time you're picking from the box the appropriate word. This year, we always blank lunch at 11:30 with the second graders.
Ate.
No, present.
Eat.
This year, we always eat lunch. We're talking about right now. This year, we eat. Right? You are daydreaming again. I need you to wake up. We've already talked about that first sentence, and you're sitting there staring into space. And you probably don't even know what to write, do you? Okay. Please wake up and pay attention. Stop daydreaming. Number two, Lucas has blank in cursive writing for a few years. Do you see a helper?
Yes.
What is it? So which word do we need to put? Written. Very good. We need to use the one that needs a helper because has is your helper. Underline the has 2 times. I want you to get in the habit of underlining those helpers. Underline the helper because they didn't. Underline the helper has 2 times and write the word written. What? It was. It is. Isn't it right now on the list, the current list? Yeah.
16.
The one which you just took the pretest for. Lily and Emily blanked their chores before dinner. Is there a helper?
No.
No. So Lily and Emily
Did.
because it says before dinner, so that's in the past. Right? They did their home chores before dinner. Number 4. Wyatt always blank his work cheerfully. Does. Very good. Okay, this one doesn't have a helper. And Wyatt is singular, so you need the does. Wyatt always does. Present. Presently does his work cheerfully. Yes.
My brother's name is Lucas.
Is it? All right, number 5. I have blank rice pudding before. All right, do you see helper?
Yes.
Yes, what is it?
Half.
So underline half twice. What goes there? Eaten. Very good. You need the one that needs a helper. I have eaten rice pudding before. How many of you have eaten rice pudding before? How many of you like rice pudding? Okay, I have. I'm not a big fan of it. I can eat it if I need to, but I would choose to eat something else that was sweet. I don't really want my rice to be sweet. All right, number 6. Yesterday, my class blank get well notes to Mr. Patel, our music teacher. Do you see a helper?
No.
No. So you need to say wrote. Very good. And we did it yesterday, so that's in the past. So you're going to pick wrote. And you need to pay attention. You don't have a clue what's going on right now. We've done number 6, but you don't know what to put.
I have a question.
Okay, is it about this?
No, but on the quiz,
Okay.
will there be this on there or no?
No, because you don't have to do this.
Oh, okay.
You're not having to pick. You will just be doing like this one and the dividing one, which this is not it, but like we did on the board.
Okay.
So what we did on number 1 is what you're going to have to do on the quiz, guys. Then also what we did on the board is what you're going to have to do on the quiz. Does that make sense? You will not have to do what we're doing for thing B, and you will not have to do what we're doing for number C. Okay, please stop doing your name, pay attention, okay? All right, now we're going to use our proofreader marks to mark which letters should be capital letters and to add necessary punctuation in each sentence. It says, Aunt Julie and I bought milk, eggs, bread, and butter at the grocery store. What's the first thing?
Capitalize aunt.
Aunt and
Julie.
Julie. Both Aunt and Julie should be capitalized. And you should not be working ahead of me because then you don't keep up with me when I'm telling you things that you've missed. Do you understand me?
I know.
All right, what's the next thing?
Words in a series.
All right, that is not the exact next thing, but there are words in this series. What is the first thing
Capitalize
after the
I.
word?
Capitalize the word I.
Yes, let's go back and capitalize that word I. Remember, always capitalize the word I. So put 3 little lines underneath the word I. Now the words in the series. Put the first comma after milk. So insert. Do not forget to use your little insert mark. Some of you keep putting commas and you forget that when you're fixing errors, you're supposed to insert the comma. And please don't make your comma too big, but don't make it too small so it looks like a period. You need to find that happy medium where it doesn't look like a period, but at the same time, it doesn't look like parentheses. Some of you make your commas so big that they would surround the whole entire letters. That's like a parentheses.
Before
All
eggs.
right, where's the next comma going?
Before eggs.
Okay, why did you put the comma after the word bought? Where did we say to put the first comma?
No.
After milk, because that's the first thing she bought was milk, and then she bought eggs. So you put a comma after eggs, and then you put a comma after
Bread.
I forgot where to put it.
Then you stop because you see the word
And.
What's the next thing we need to fix?
Insert a period after.
Yeah, very good. Insert a period at the end of the sentence because this is a declarative sentence. Do not forget to insert. Is everybody paying attention? Because some of you don't look like you are. Let's go to number 2. Read number 2. Last Monday, I visited my cousins who live in Johnson, Tennessee. What's the first thing?
Capitalize last.
Last. First word of the sentence should be the first thing you should say. The word last is your first word of your sentence. It should be capitalized. Then you need to capitalize Monday because it's days of the week,
Months of the
year,
but
not
the
seasons.
I like this.
What's the next thing we need to capitalize?
I.
The word I. Just like in the first sentence, they again have the word I. So put 3 little lines underneath that. And then what punctuation is missing? Because there's nothing else to be capitalized. You can tell me. Olivia? No? It doesn't say somebody said. Does it say somebody said? Somebody asked? Somebody replied?
But no, I see it.
Comma after Johnson.
Yes, because Johnson is a city and Tennessee is a
State.
One more
separate your city from your state. So put a comma between Johnson and Tennessee. We always put a comma between the city and the state, and after the state too, if it's not at the end of the sentence. Is this one at the end of the sentence?
Yes.
Yes, so we don't need a comma, but we need a
Period.
period. Put a period. Insert a period after Tennessee. Yes.
Is Johnson really a
I think so. I don't think it's a very well-known city, but I'm pretty sure it really is a city. It'd be more like a town. Okay? All right, let's read the next one. It says, yes, we played in the snow.
Yes.
So capitalize what?
Yes.
Yes, because at the beginning of the sentence.
Yes.
Then what?
Yes.
Yes, we need a comma. So insert a comma after yes, because always put a comma after yes or no at the beginning of the sentence. And punctuation?
Insert a period.
It could be, but it could be a exclamation mark, because some of you would be pretty excited about telling me that you played in the snow. If I said, did you play in the snow? You'd be like, yes, we played in the snow, right? So you can choose what you put there. Either one I would count correct. All right, number 4. Remember to wear your mittens, said Mom.
Capitalize remember.
Capitalize remember. That's the beginning of the sentence. Now, Olivia. Yes, this one needs quotation marks. So what did Mom actually say?
To
Remember to wear your mittens. So at the beginning, before the word remember,
Insert a comma.
you need to insert, no you don't, you need to insert quotation marks before the word
Don't you do
remember.
that before a comma? I mean
No,
quotation.
I never taught you to put a comma. I told you quotation marks. Were you calling them commas when you meant quotation marks?
Yeah.
All right, then where's the end of what she said?
After mittens.
After mittens. Are you going to put it after mittens?
After the comma.
Very good. After the word mittens, you see a comma, right, Brennan? So after that comma, you see a comma, you're going to insert the other quotation marks. Remember, the ones at the beginning go this way, and the ones at the end go this way. And remember, they should be small, not huge, like parentheses.
Yay.
All right. Do they have ending punctuation? Yep, it looks like they already have a period at the end, so you don't need to worry about the period at the end. Turn your paper over. All right, we're supposed to do the back of this. We may not finish it today. We may finish it tomorrow. Because to me, this looks like a lot to do in one day. So I think I may do half of this with you today, and then tomorrow we'll finish it with tomorrow's paper. So let's read what it says at the top. It says, read the following paragraph about the Toronto Zoo, and then we're going to find common nouns, proper nouns, action verbs, and then we'll do the questions that they have with it tomorrow. That's what we'll do tomorrow, okay? So let's read it together. It says the Toronto Zoo in Ontario, Canada is home to over 5,000 animals. Is home to over
5,000 animals.
That doesn't even make sense.
Live. Animals live.
The Toronto Zoo Canada is home to over 5,000 animals live.
Period.
That
Is
doesn't make
home
sense.
to over 5,000 animals.
Don't
No.
we fix it?
You know what? Evidently, the old books had a mistake, and the new books.
Oh, too old.
I don't know what you put. It doesn't make sense.
What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
All right, my book does not have what your book has. Your book has a mistake.
A period after live.
No, my book says the Toronto Zoo in Ontario, Canada is home to over 5,000 animals, period.
But animals live.
All right, so your book, everybody just take that word live and circle it. So you see that word live?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Take that word live, and I want you to circle it, and then put that little take it away. And then, in front of that, where it was the word animals, insert that period right after the word animals. Because somehow your books have a mistake in them. So take away that word live. It should not be there. That does not even make sense.
Animals.
My book doesn't say that. And you know what? Now that I have my new glasses, I can actually read from my book. I still can't do the Bible because the Bible is only 1/4 of the size of a normal page. Alright, the Toronto Zoo in Ontario, Canada is home to over 5,000 animals. Two very popular animals are the twin pandas, I don't even know what that is.
Pan pan. It looks
Gia
like
Pan Pan and Gia Yu.
Yuya.
Okay,
Yeah.
that really is enough. Stop. You too. Stop. These bear cubs were born at the Toronto Zoo. Throughout the zoo, visitors can see animals and exhibits that are named for different parts of the world. You might see a North American river otter in the Americans exhibit, or you might see a warthog in the African savanna exhibit. Of course, all of your favorites are also at the Toronto Zoo. The lions, zebras, gorillas, and elephants are also so much fun to see. What a fun way to spend the day. All right, so let's start with some common nouns.
I see some. I see three
Wait,
of
I
them.
think you need to stop talking out, and I'm not going to call on you because you keep talking out. I want you to raise your hand like you're supposed to. All right, Zeke.
Zebras.
Yes, zebras.
Common.
Zebras is common, it's not capitalized. So, one of the words you could write is zebras. And you're gonna put that under common nouns. Now they only have 3 lines, but we're gonna give you options. What's another one?
Lion.
Did it say lions?
Yeah.
Or lions? You need to say what it says. It does not just say lion, it says lions. So lions. What's another one? Page?
Gorillas.
Gorillas. Once you've decided on 3 that you want to write, you may go ahead and stop rating. Yes?
Warthog.
Is it just warthog or warthogs?
Warthog.
Okay, warthog. They don't have that one. Was warthog? Did they name it other than just warthog?
No, it just says
Yep, warthog. You're good. I don't know why they didn't put it. They didn't put it at the bottom, but it is. You are right. Give me another one. Give me one that's not an animal.
Day.
Day.
Funny.
Can somebody else give me another one that's not an animal?
Toronto.
No.
That is
Why is
capital.
Toronto not common?
Because it's
Because
capitalized.
it's capitalized. If it's capitalized, that means it's
Proper.
proper. Okay?
exhibits.
Exhibits. Very good. Exhibits. All right. Does everybody have at least 3 written? Owen?
Yeah.
River.
River.
No.
Where's the word river?
There's no. It's not just river. It's
North
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 American,
American
river.
river.
Otter. It's not
It's
just
North
river.
American river otter. So that is the whole name of that animal. North American river otter. Okay? All right. All right, let's go on to proper. Now for proper,
Toronto.
but is it just saying Toronto?
Zoo.
Toronto Zoo.
Toronto Zoo,
It's
yes.
space law.
So for proper, Toronto Zoo, that is proper because it is capitalized. That's one. Anybody got another one? Ben?
Orlando.
There is no Orlando.
Or Canada.
You mean Ontario?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ontario. By the way, I actually have been to the Toronto Zoo in Ontario. Canada is another one. You sort of said both because it does say Ontario, Canada. If you want to put them together, because this is a city and this is a country, cities and countries also get separated with a comma.
African Savannah.
Okay, does it say African Savannah?
Yeah.
Yep, African Savannah. For some reason, they did not put that. I'm surprised. African, and if you're writing this one, you have to write both words because they go together like a compound word. They spell Savannah different than I thought it would be spelled. But anyway, Savannah. African Savannah.
I know one.
What's another one?
GI Pan Pan.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but Gia Pan Pan, the one of the names of the, so Gia Pan Pan is one you could put. And the other panda was Gia
Jayu.
Gia
Yu.
Jayu.
Okay, I don't need you to keep correcting me. I don't think you know the language either. So you're just making up what you think it might be, and I don't need everybody to make up what they think it might be. I'm gonna say Gia Pan Pan and Gia Yu, because that's the best way I know. And I don't think that's right, but that's the way I'm gonna say it. All right, now we need to talk about some action verbs. They are going underneath, so underneath where it says common nouns and proper nouns, it says some action verbs. So give me some action verbs. Yes.
Animal?
Can you animal? A verb is usually a word that shows action. Is that something you can do?
No.
No. Animal, if we were gonna write it, would have been under common nouns. Right?
Yep.
Get your mind focused on what we're talking about now. We're talking about verbs. That's something you can do.
You can see.
Okay, so the word see is there?
Yep, it says you can't,
Yep.
visitors can see
See,
animals.
very good.
and
See. Give me another one. Maya?
Spend.
Say it again.
Spend.
Spend? Ah, yes, spend, like spend time, not money, right? Spend, very good. Give me another one. Here's another thing. Some of you need to look and start trying to answer. Some of you are not even, you're letting everybody else answer for you. You're not even looking, seeing if you can find an action verb. Jonathan?
Born.
Born, yes. Born, talking about those baby pandas that were born. Who else had their hand raised? I thought I saw somebody with their hand raised. No? Alright. Can anybody come up with one more at least? I don't wanna have just three, although they only have 2 lines for you, don't they?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yes.
Fun.
Can you fun? No, you cannot fun. It's not something you do. Yes? Yes? Maya?
Live.
Live, very good. Alright, so we'll stop there. Did you find one, Ben?
Wait, is that?
Never mind. Alright, so we'll stop there, and tomorrow we will do the bottom half of this along with tomorrow's page. I just thought about